podcast.
All right, here we are, folks. Episode
14.
Trust the System podcast. I'm Phil.
I'm Seamus.
I'm Smarto.
And last week, we had our worst week of all time, so let's drown our sorrows.
Yeah. Cheers.
No fireworks.
No fireworks.
Fuck you,
Crickets,
Vinny.
baby.
Vinny,
Scumbag.
Vinny really fucked us, man.
First
all his
losing
fault.
week of the season coincides with Vinny being on the show.
we've been warning you all year about the Vegas Give Back Week. It was a sign that we had Vinny on the episode, and it happened.
It did.
You know?
Yeah.
We said it was going to happen once every 4 weeks. It happened once every 13 weeks.
So you're definitely ahead at least.
Look,
Yeah.
we went 12 and 27 last week. That's pretty much the opposite of what we've been doing all year.
So bad.
We had a bad week. What do you want from us?
It happens.
We told you it's going to happen. It happens.
It was real bad the fact that now we've went from growlers to this homeless shelter.
Oh yeah, here we are. This is my apartment. It's beautiful in here. They hate it so much, but it's nice. It's a Thanksgiving episode.
It is. Thanksgiving special.
We're home.
Yeah.
You know,
It does. I feel relaxed.
it's nice. It's so relaxing that we don't know what to say at all.
All right.
All right. So I guess we got our recap here.
Yeah, we should move on to
No,
recap.
wait.
Yeah, Phil's
Last
got
week.
something to talk about
So-
percentages.
Oh,
So-
yeah.
Last week we were 12 and 27. We went 3 and 11 on the NFL. Terrible. 7 and 10 on college. Pretty bad.
Horrible.
2 and 5 on NBA. And we took one college basketball game. We were 0 and 1. I don't know why we did that.
Yeah. College basketball is not system.
You got it for March Madness.
It can be system, but it's not
I
yet.
think March Madness is
I
when
think you
this
need
comes in.
time before things become system.
Also the Vinny reason.
Like Vinny, you know, it happens. We had a bad week. What can you do?
Piss off.
All right.
Let's get into the recap.
All right.
I guess I'll start, Mr.
Nah,
3 and
I don't
0.
know. I think we should leave him to be the
Yeah,
be the last boy.
What do you mean?
I'll be the last boy. Go ahead.
All right, I'll start off. I went 1 and 2. Phil sucked me into his 1 and 2 vortex. First one was on Saturday, ECU against Houston. The line was 6.5.
What?
Huh?
Houston?
Houston? Houston? Houston.
Houston?
Yeah, not Houston. I said Houston.
You said
Fuck
Houston.
off. Anyway, ECU and Houston, whatever the fuck you want to call them, the Cougars. The line was 6.5, and ECU got smoked by fucking 39 points. Said the line made no sense. ECU made no sense. Fuck you, Vinny. I'm 0-1. Went on to later that afternoon was my only win of the weekend was 14 ranked Ole Miss were playing Arkansas. Told you Arkansas they were only +3. Made no sense. They won 42-27. Not even Vinny can fuck that one up. It was 1-1. Then on to Sunday, unfortunately, I took the Texans against Washington. Texans were +3. Washington won 23-10. We talked about this last week. We really like Taylor Heineke. Maybe the skins are better than we thought they were.
I think Texans are system killers.
Yeah, they really are.
They're like the Jets of last year,
Yeah, I think that's
Giants of last year. You can't bet them.
as much as like I said they hustle all the time. They're just not good enough.
They look system again this week. We can't bet them.
Yeah, I've got to
Stay
put
away
them on
from
the
them.
list. They suck. I went 1 and 2. Thank you, Vinny.
Oh,
Phil?
sorry, folks. We don't have the chalkboards here. We'll regroup next week on the chalkboards. I got the record from this week down, so we'll add it to the next week on the chalkboard. We were so busy, couldn't get the chalkboard.
Big week.
Here I am. I'm 1 and 2 for the third week in a row. It's insane, isn't it?
It's disgusting.
Holy
Oh my
shit!
God.
What a loser.
So honestly, well, I told you guys I had the Baylor versus TCU.
Bear ass.
We said it in the post. You should make a huge bet on Baylor. I did. I hope you did. I really saved my week with the Baylor and the Cowboys bets.
Yeah, those two bets were good.
I really
too.
put a lot on those. I mean, I don't know what you guys did, but we said to put extra on them. Hopefully that helped you out a little bit. I don't know what you did. Baylor with +2.5 versus TCU. They lost 28-29, which keeps TCU undefeated, which is good for us for the future of the system. All right?
Yeah, I guess
That
so.
was my only win. UCLA versus USC. It was +2.5. They lost by 3. Holy shit.
I warned you. USC, bro.
I should have bought that 1 point.
Yeah.
Smart you
I
buy
bought
half?
it. Of course.
You know what it is, though?
Mr. Buyback
On
over there.
FanDuel, they don't let you buy
You can.
halves.
You can.
Oh, you can. You can. Or you
do you
can.
mean
You can get alternate lines.
No, it's 1
Alternate-
point.
Alternate spread.
Either
Go
way.
by, it goes by half.
We got a 3.5.
It goes 1.5, 2.5,
One.
3.5. It's
So
all
3.5 would have been
3.5.
good.
I know, but then it's -150.
It's fine.
It's not fun. It's not fun. You lose fucking 1,000 if you bet 700.
I know.
It's terrible.
Horrible idea.
All right, so that game was crazy. I thought UCLA had a shot at the end, threw an interception at the last drive, pissing me off.
USC
Yeah.
going to the Final Four, baby. I called it.
They're really not. They're not. So That's not going to happen.
System.
How can USC get? It doesn't matter.
They can. TCU lose, they're in. Trust me.
TCU can't make it.
TCU are number 4 at the minute.
They play against shy teams.
I know, but they're still number 4.
It should be. It always should be 4 SEC teams.
Oh,
Until they've proven otherwise.
They've proved
the Final Four should be 4 SEC teams every time.
SEC sucked this year, except for Georgia.
Georgia's
My last game was Ravens versus Panthers. Ravens were way too rested. They had so much sleep.
Wow.
They were not sleepy at all during the game, and they only won by 10.
Yeah.
They were minus 13.
They were like shit. They didn't score to the end.
It was 13-3.
It was 3-3 the whole
I
game.
think it was an interception.
Yeah, it was
almost
3
then
up.
Fucking.
And they actually had a chance to cover and dicked at the end. The Panthers are so good.
Fuck you, Vinny.
That's
Yeah.
all because of Vinny, honestly.
It is. This whole week is because of
I don't even know what to say. I'm so flustered. I can't even talk. Look at me.
Yeah.
All right, so
This-
me and Phil were 1 and 2, and now we go to Mike
Mr.
Sparno.
Mr.
3-0.
The
And
best-
this is why you know this week was bad.
Yes,
man.
The
I go
best
3-0.
gambler in the world.
3-0.
Michael Sparno.
And none of them were sweats. Had Oklahoma minus 7.5. They won the game 28-13. It was not even a sweat at all. Won the game very easy. The Lions,
I was sweating.
I wasn't. I was loving it.
Didn't even watch the game.
Lions plus 3 against the Giants. They won 31-18. They were winning the whole game. That was another easy win. Wasn't even fun this week, honestly, for me.
I don't know. I
really
saw a big
wasn't.
smile on your face
And
on
then
Sunday.
Cowboys versus Vikings. They killed them 40-3.
That was pick of the week, Cowboys.
That was
Yeah.
pick of the week.
I don't know why we gave that one to Sparno, but we did.
Well,
How did
Yeah,
how did you
three-
get that one?
3 easy wins.
We give
Me.
Sparno the pick of the weekend.
So,
That's insane.
thank you very
we
much.
gave him the pick of the week
3-0.
twice in a row, actually.
I know.
2 weeks in a row.
I feel sorry for him. I do.
Oh, Cowboys was automatic.
That was really an automatic pick.
It really was.
Yeah.
That's why we said in the text, in the post, to
Double down on Baylor and
at least
Dak,
triple down. I don't know what you did, but
Well,
against the Cowboys as well.
the Cowboys was a great pick. Save
So
the week.
so that was it for me. 3-0.
Move on for that dirty week. As I said, we're having a Thanksgiving special. Got some nice tasty treats. And we got a couple of good lads
We
coming
got
on.
some good lads. I love food, so we got a nice Thanksgiving feast for them.
We don't have
You know
just
what-
one guest. We have 2 guests.
2 guests for Thanksgiving.
2 guests. We're
And they
bringing
love food so much. So we got a nice Thanksgiving feast. for
2
them.
food gods. We're bringing them on to talk about food and to talk about how gloomy we are as human beings.
So the first one is Sean Cassidy. We actually tried to get him on a month ago.
We tried to get him on for the last 10 weeks in a row.
Yeah.
And he's so busy drinking his Hennessy White that he can't come on.
Yeah.
And taking his kids to soccer practice and everything else. And there's no
I
time
can't
for
see
us.
him. I wish I could see his face when I said that.
And the
There he
second
is.
one is Hase.
Hase. Jason.
Hase,
AKA
Jason
Hase.
I don't know if we ever planned to have him on, but he tagged along with Cassie today,
Yeah.
so I felt we are sort of forced to put him on this show. But he's a good lad.
Hase was my roommate for a couple years. We're the only 2 lads in the neighborhood that roomed together. And
And then
it
we're
was-
in Irish.
And then we're Irish. Both of us are not Irish. Very, very weird.
All right, so I
That's
guess let's get them on, get the food on, and get cracking.
We're going right into the food this time, folks.
System. I'm hungry.
All right, we're back. We got Hase and Cass on the show. What it be like? 2 food gods. These guys, they know food better than anybody. At least they think.
Definitely think.
I think Neil's actually the food god master. You guys are just like his friends.
Neil's not here right now, but
Let's see.
we definitely know more than these 3 knuckleheads here.
Who started the food god thing?
I'm gonna say I think I started calling Neil the food god when we first started going out to eat because then we always went try to go all these places in Manhattan. It was right when like Instagram took off. People started taking pictures of food.
Yeah.
Ace was the first person I ever saw take a picture of his food.
No way.
I was like, "What the fuck are you doing?"
That was when was this?
This is like 2000.
12 or 13.
12, something like, maybe
Something like that. Yeah,
I was
man.
just looking
Yeah.
to see when the first picture
And
I saw.
Hase is the original take picture of his food kind of.
He really was. And
Listen.
he was the first person I ever seen do it. And I was like, what are you doing? And then we all started doing it. And we all started like, why? But like, Instagram was new. So we all had like fucking 10 followers each. So like,
Yeah.
You probably would have got real famous if you.
well, we started, me and Neil. Neil especially knew these guys. And they have like one of the top food websites with the Infatuation guys. He was friends with them. And we kind of should have hooked our wagon to them. And then
Yeah, you should have.
I wouldn't be sitting here with you friggin' jerks.
No, you still would.
Yeah.
What do you mean? We're very famous.
You're hitching your wagon to these guys.
Yeah, now I'm hitching my wagon here. Unfortunately, the wagon's got a flat tire.
And this week, anyway, Vinny was at the wheel, folks.
It's pretty obvious why last week was a bad week. Vinny was on the show.
Vinny on the show. Look, we got Cass and
Vinny
Hase
done.
trying to rejuvenate
Yes.
our picks a
We
little
got
bit.
some haters on the show now.
Thanksgiving holiday miracle.
Yes.
Makes the
You know?
system great again.
Absolutely.
I give thanks for these 2.
Yeah.
I don't really care about picks too much. I care about food.
We got food coming. Don't worry
some
about that.
tasty
Just
treats
wait.
later.
We got tasty treats. Me, Sparno, and Hase up all night last night
Cooking.
making the meal.
Really?
Cooking.
Don't you remember?
You said you, Smarno, and Hase. And
Beach-
James.
I met me, Hase, and Sparno.
Yes.
We were up. Don't you remember?
We didn't even get to say with these boys. Like, obviously, I just know Hase through you guys, but do you
Yeah.
remember back when
Well,
you just met up with them? Or
I went to high school with him, but for some reason, me and Hayes had no classes together at all.
You're
Like,
the-
zero-
you're the same
Thank
year?
God.
Same year.
Oh,
But
wow.
sometimes it happened that way. We just didn't have classes together. But I was always close to Vinny. So I guess the first story was we were taking a finals, whatever. It was during Christmas time. We get out early, and Hayes didn't have class that day. And Vinny's like, driving home, he's like, you gotta go by Hayes' house and ring his doorbell. Because he got real pissed. And it was like a snowstorm. It's like snowing like crazy. It's like 12 in the afternoon, like a Tuesday. I run to his house, and I ring his doorbell like crazy. I'm running back to my car, I fall. Walking back to my car, fall on my ass. And I'm like, shit, I get in my car, and I see Hayes just running down the street chasing me.
In my fucking underwear.
His underwear.
And my father,
Your father
he's the one who answered the
Yeah,
door.
your father answered the door.
And I ran out and I heard the bell ring. I don't know what happened, but I knew it was Smarno. I knew it was him. I knew it was him. This guy.
Yeah, I just love to mess people all the time.
Yeah, but Vinny told him.
Vinny told me to do it.
Vinny said
It's
to do
Vinny's
it.
idea.
I didn't want to talk about that guy right now. He's irrelevant.
Vinny ruins everything.
He really does.
He ruined last week,
System, yeah.
and he's already starting to ruin this conversation.
Yeah, he really is.
He doesn't even know it. He's ruined it.
No,
Vinny.
he knows.
And then another time, I'm from the other side of Yonkers, so my friends in Yonkers didn't like your side of Yonkers at all.
He's
Yeah,
from the
yeah,
north
a lot of
side,
beef, a lot of
North
beef.
Yonkers.
And I was always mutuals. I went to school with you guys, so I just stayed out of it. I wasn't a fighter.
Mr. Mutual.
This mutual guy.
Mr. Mutual over here.
I just
That's
stayed.
him.
Picking on everybody.
Yeah.
I stayed under the radar.
Picking on both
So
sides.
then,
He's like Sweden.
so Vinny had a problem with this kid.
He really is.
So Vinny had a problem with this kid, and this is man next to us, and he's like texting him to fight. I'm like, Vinny, I'll take him to fight you, but
Next up.
I'm like, but like, if there's only a few of you, fine. No one's. It's not gonna be a group fight. It's 1-on-1. He's like, yeah, I'm with like 2 guys. All right, fine. So I pull up to Connor Park, and
Connor Park.
and there's like 30 people in the parking lot. There's so many of you. Like, Vinny, I thought you said there'd be just 2 of you. And there was so many of them, and then they were going back and forth about the fight, and then for some reason Hase fought him instead. It actually was a pretty good fight. And fight ended. It's over. I'm driving away, and these fucking kids threw a pipe through my back windshield.
No.
Shattered my back windshield. And I was just trying to just be the the middle guy, starting this let them fight, and Hase ended up fighting and kick us to Vinny.
Hase is hard as rocks. I want you guys to remember that for another story later.
Stop it, Phil.
Strong guy.
I'm just listen,
Yeah.
Mike. Why did they even
I don't know.
have a problem?
I don't
with
know.
you?
Something in school, something in 7X, something happened.
Stupid stuff.
What happened?
I don't know. I really don't know what happened.
school
Why they
bullshit.
were beefing, but
Do you know Hase?
There are a bunch of girls.
I don't
you know,
know.
Vinny.
You do?
I don't know. I don't
You know
know.
what,
I really
Vinny-
don't know anything.
Vinny's
Once
so
again, I think
bad.
we should blame Vinny for.
There are-
Yeah, like I said,
There's
I've just
also
blamed
everybody's
Vinny for
involved.
everything.
Yeah.
There are a
Vinny's
bunch
so
of
bad
girls.
at I'm a
Seems to be like a
good
common
mental bully,
denominator.
and Vinny's so bad at that I think he did something really stupid to Scooter and got him really pissed.
Without
Yeah.
realizing how to be a good mental bully.
Yeah, he wasn't a
Like
good mental
you?
bully. He was assistant with the mental bullying.
Mental bully.
You're the system mental bully.
I had to push it right to the edge.
This is the biggest-
but not over the
One
edge.
guy's
Yeah.
5'3", the other guy's 5'4".
I know.
He's the
This
biggest
is the
bully.
biggest bully I've ever met in my life now.
Yeah.
I'm 35 years old now. And I've went through my life and I've never met
Yeah.
anybody in my life. I never had a bully in my life.
I haven't got to the
I never
science,
had a
though.
bully.
I
You
had to
put
push
your
it.
finger right
This is the
around.
biggest bully I've ever had in my life. This kid would abuse me walking down the hallways, in the locker room. But he already told you. This fucking guy.
Blue Jay? Remember the Blue
I'm
Jay?
troll.
Yeah.
I had a very, very stereotypical van back in the day. I was
This guy
driving to high
trolls on
school.
Instagram still. He's
Yeah.
fucking got Matt Barnes harassing him.
Yeah.
He has to actually say, look, Sparno bullied me before the show. He fucking punched me in the arm.
Yeah, I bet he did.
fucking no joke.
I bet he did that. I bet he did that.
You don't want to
That's-
see Sparno behind closed doors,
No,
folks.
Yeah.
no,
It's not
big,
fun.
big bully.
Very
This guy.
scary. So,
In relation to Cassie,
how I met Cass.
Oh, yeah, go.
Let's do that because Cass had Dirty Nellies, it's my favorite bar in the world to go to. It's all of our
Besides your
things.
own.
I'd rather go to Nellies.
Dirty Nellies.
Oh, yeah, Thanksgiving, that's for sure.
Nelly's only.
Usually we do like a little shift in the day, like 11 to 4. That way the people can go home and get their food, or whatever, eat with their families, and then someone else opens at 8. It used to be either me or you. You know, one of us would open. Now, Dermot's taking the ring because of the Giants are playing.
He's doing it?
Big game. He's going to come in from 4 to 8.
I'm coming to 4.
And
Who's
come
the
in,
8 o'clock guy?
Denise, new girl.
All right, cool. So we'll all be at Nelly's Thursday night, rocking our socks off. So I met Cass. We used to go to a place called Molly's North. Sparno told this story on the Aaliyah episode of how we used to do the chant.
Aaliyah episode.
Remember the chant we did?
Yeah.
So we always just chant like crazy about the Giants. We had all these chants like Eli, Eli. We had, let's go Giants. Punch him in the mouth, kick him in the teeth. That was one of our ones. Yeah. And so Giants just won. And then we put a bet on the Dolphins. They were playing against the Jets. And Cass is a huge Jets fan. So we wound up going over to Nelly's,
Loser.
right next door.
Did you know him at this stage?
Barely. So we went in.
Him and Mullins came in.
Me and Matt, we run into Nelly's. We're cheering for the Dolphins like crazy.
And I'm like, get the
He
fuck
kicked us
out.
out. We were banned from Nelly's. We were never allowed to come back. Banned. I remember that was like the first time I ever met you.
Yeah. I was like, who the fuck are these two guys? I was like, go the fucking back where you came from on the corner. Fuck out of here. And they're like, whoa. I said, no, get the fuck out of here.
That was it.
And I think it was Hase was like, yo, those are my boys. They were just bet the game. I was like, I don't give a fuck.
We didn't come back for years after that, right?
Yeah. Oh, huge mistake on my part.
No, but then it was.
Right, but then,
after that it was Maine.
Well, that's why.
Listen, I don't blame you for kicking them out because these are my friends. These are my friends, and you want to know what?
It all worked out.
I was always so gloomed and hungover. Gloom means you're hungover.
Yeah.
I would always be so gloomed and hungover on a Sunday, and we're Giants fans. We're all Giants fans here. Most of us, some of us, but besides Cass, he's a
Only
loser.
loser here, so.
Anyway,
Bengals.
Even on a Sunday morning, I would never want to hear this fucking guy and his chants banging on the fucking table. Like, yo, dude, like, I appreciate it. I love it.
true.
I love it.
That's true.
But I had the biggest headache. I'm
We used to
dying.
chant like
I've been
maniacs.
out.
We have a $40 special.
$20.
There's $40 mania from noon to 6 o'clock. There's $40 all you drink, shots, everything, anything you wanted.
Yeah.
And so people will be
And sandwich.
and the free sandwich.
It was probably the greest happy hour in New
People
York
out of their
fucking
mind.
It
state.
really was for football Sunday.
It was
Yeah.
Now he's just
now
getting
because of
back
inflation,
from
it's up to $50.
Yeah.
But we still do it.
Yeah.
What are you gonna blame that on?
breaking my heart.
It's still pretty cheap. But
It's
that's
still ridiculously cheap, and
real
it's still
cheap.
ridiculously packed every Sunday, and people thought
You haven't got
a
time in a
ridiculously good time.
Oh, yeah? You got busy on Sunday?
Yeah, no,
Good,
it's
because
it's good.
But
I'm
that's,
able to go.
that's how I met Cassie real quick. So maybe this was after you got unbanned. So
Yeah.
I was like, you gotta come to Nelly's. Like,
He wasn't banned. I was kinda like fucking about that.
He was fucking banned.
I actually felt
He was
hard
banned.
about like, my brother actually said to me, he was like, yo, why the fuck did you? I was like, I was fucking pissed about
Because
that.
your brother probably knew we'd be good customers.
Yeah, he was like, you can't just do that. They're young guys. And then Darren was pissed off at me too, So I was like, all right, I'll apologize.
But Phil took me down, so like obviously he's back in. He's like, you gotta come down to this bar. It's $40, all you can drink. The crack's 90. There's songs. I'm going in. I'm fucking singing along. I watch Cassie's behind the bar. He's
Wait,
going
Mr.
nuts.
Catskill was playing when the
Yeah,
game's
yeah.
at 7 o'clock.
He's wearing,
Testicles 1, 2, 3.
Yeah.
he's wearing a Jets jersey. He's shouting at the TV. I'm like trying to wave at him. I'm like, Cassie, give me a drink. He's fucking the TV, right? So, but you know what? Maybe it's just a football. I go into one Tuesday night, try to get a drink off Cassie. He's like yelling at the jukebox. He's like, I was like, this is what this guy is. It was like my first experience of like a true Irish American. He's fucking awesome.
Cass is a great bartender, man. One of the best.
Fucking
It's great to
worst.
go in the bar and see
He's
Cass
the
behind
worst
bar.
bartender.
Worse. They trained
You think he's the worst?
Worst bartender.
Yeah.
He
This
didn't
guy
even know.
lives in Nelly's, or used to. Used to live in Nelly's.
Cassie trained.
Oh, I'm in there so much. I got a stool there.
Yeah, but he trained you, and then he thought he was a big city bartender.
Yeah,
and went down
yeah.
to fucking
I got him that
working-
job too.
Oh yeah.
Hase is big with the
You're
cocktails.
fucking welcome.
Mountain Man got me the job.
Nah,
I asked Mountain Man before you.
my
Don't even give it to me.
What,
You
because
never told me about it.
He was real good friends with Roy Dolan.
I know.
Well, because
Hase was a big city bartender in Brazen Fox in the city.
Oh man,
Yeah.
that was
Back in the
before
day.
it all started.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Brazen Fox and City, man, we used to go there for our Christmas parties.
Man meals.
The Brazen Christmas parties, you know.
Spartan, maybe went on a few dates.
One day.
Oh my god.
Remember when you idiots brought a fucking bell in?
Oh yeah, that was a Christmas party.
What's a Christmas party?
Wait, what bell?
There was
They
someone,
brought a
someone
bell.
got a bell, like those Target
A
bell.
dinner bell.
The real,
Like
no,
a bell
one
at the
of
counter,
those.
like the
Ding,
counter
ding,
bell.
ding,
Ding
ding,
ding.
ding.
They brought
Can
it
I get a
down.
drink, please.
Yeah, and we got rang the bell, and Technically actually got pretty pissed about it. He's like, "Oh, guys, you couldn't be doing that." Because he was real busy. There was like so many of us. And
If
he kept
I was
ringing the
working, you
bell.
guys were ringing the bell. That bell would have been upside some.
Oh man.
Oh man, I almost did it, man. Shit. But they
So-
had their boss there.
Me and Hase lived together. We lived together through COVID. You know, we played a lot of Smash Brothers.
The best 2 years we've ever had.
Yeah, we had a good time. We literally would. I'd buy.
Love COVID.
We'd buy a huge thing of Tito's, keep it in the freezer, and then we just like have a martini. Like, don't even have to shake it. It's in the freezer. Pour the fucking martini. A couple of blue cheese olives. I bought a giant thing of blue cheese olives from Restaurant Depot. Remember? It's still in that fridge, bro.
We were living like kings.
Yeah, living like kings. We had blue cheese martini olives with a Tito's martini every day, playing Super Smash Brothers. What more you want?
Jesus.
Sounds
Christ.
like a great time.
Club no.
Oh,
Honestly, COVID, that was my worst year gambling in the last 5 years. You
COVID was like the best year of my life, man.
Super Smash Brothers.
I didn't know what was going on with that. With COVID. Couldn't figure it
We were
out.
drunk in fucking Mercedes drinking Super Smash
Maybe that's
Brothers.
why.
Yeah.
Super Smash Brothers.
Yeah, no, that was a weird year, you know, obviously for
I know,
the entire
man.
world, you know.
Hey,
So-
Cass, you definitely, I think you maybe still do gamble, or you gambled in the past, or you still gamble?
No, I used to, but now I'm kind of out.
Not even a system fan, or?
I'm a fan of the system. You know, I like
saw
to
us.
bring you guys on, but you know, I got
Cass seen
3
us
kids.
at our
like,
worst.
you know,
He sees
yeah.
Those are worse.
Cass seen us at our worst.
Yeah.
I remember talking to Cass about gambling. We were both on the edge of the McLean Avenue Bridge trying to jump off that many times.
I've gotten some people here connections with you know, people who do certain kinds of loans. Won't mention their names. But yeah, I've bailed a couple of guys out in my time.
Hey, look
you
at me
know?
now, though. I'm on
Yeah.
top.
Yeah, yeah.
3-0
Nah,
on a
yours-
video
no,
week.
System.
System.
Nice Spartans
The system payment plan. You know.
I need to borrow money from Sparno now.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Cass, you need a loan? Man, I got you if you need one.
No, listen, I got 3 kids. I'll tell you soon.
I remember a couple years ago, Cass like talked to me. He's like, "You gotta stop gambling, man."
Yeah.
I'm like, "Bro."
Yeah.
He's like, "What are you doing?"
What
I'm
are
like,
you
"Oh, yeah,
doing?
I got the system now." And that's
Yeah,
it.
listen.
Listen,
God bless you.
one day we just figured out the system. That was it. You know, that was a rear view mirror.
So the first time I asked about this system, you gave me one of the greatest responses of all time,
Yes.
and it made so much sense to me. I said, "What do you do? You know, what's going on? You're doing great. You know, like you're crushing it."
What is the system?
And he goes, "Well,
Tell me.
The system
I sit
is-
down," and he goes, "I pick all the games I like, and then I just bet the opposite." And I was like, it made so much sense to me because I'm like, oh my god, yeah, because I can go 0 for 10, no problem. I can't go 10 for 10.
This is great.
Like even when now, like with the DraftKings and the Betfair and all these new, everyone's like parlays. I'm like, I can't go 1 for 1.
Yeah.
Let alone
I think you wanna
7
go
or
for like
7.
14
Yeah.
14 team
Like guys
parlays.
just said, like, oh look, my $2 bet, I can win 200 grand. I'm like, yeah, great. I'm like,
never gonna happen.
yeah. I'm like, yeah, money. They have a better chance of going 7 for 7 than I do going 1 for 1. I'll tell you that. That's why I retired. That's it. It's done.
I remember Cass asking me about the system, and that's exactly what happened. And he's,
Like, I swear to God, I remember I was really young, and not really young, but like my daughter was just about to be born, and I was down money. I was like, what am I doing here? I was like, baby on the way, mad bills to pay, and I'm paying a bookie money because I'm a fucking loser. You know,
Yeah.
I'm like, that's it. I'm done. I can't do this. You know?
Yeah.
I gotta grow up.
that's happened to me. I just didn't grow up. I just
I hope
tried
you
to
guys
do the
never
opposite
grow up,
instead.
but, you know.
I just tried to do the opposite instead. I couldn't grow up. You know, growing up is the worst thing.
Yeah, stop gambling's not even a question. You're not doing that.
It was a question. Stopping gambling was a question. I almost did.
I can tell you. Yeah.
You know, we talked about that before. You know, you tried quitting a million times.
I quit it for a few months. And
I'm the best gambler in this
I've
table.
never quit in my life.
2-0.
I'm the best gambler in this table, Cass. No,
Yep. Hase puts in 1 bet with
like a gentleman,
person not to be
not
known
like a degenerate.
a week, and
Wait, you definitely take a system.
yeah.
Never.
Yeah, you
never
do. You told me.
How many system bets have I taken?
You told me.
Nah, you've definitely taken.
You definitely have.
I'm gonna say what week we on?
You text me every day
13?
about what's the
14.
system pick today.
14. I'm gonna say
Yes.
Hase is
But-
a quarter.
12-2. Easy.
Really?
Yeah, the Hase bet.
Very
So, I mean, you
system.
get Stone
But I
Cold
don't do
Lock.
no parlays. I don't do. I'm a
No,
gentleman.
just
I'm
one
not.
bet,
I'm not.
one
You know,
bet.
just one
Yeah,
bet.
that's it.
One
That's
bet a
all you
week.
need.
That's
Very
what
I had this
system.
old Italian guy.
Very
and
system.
every week he just bet one game, and like 20 of us, we called him the guy.
I remember that.
Remember the guy?
Yeah.
So over like, I'm not even joking, over like a 7-year span, this guy, and like there was weeks he would say, "Nah, I don't like anything."
He's just
and
the
he'd be
guy.
like heartbroken, but you're like, "All right, the guy don't like anything." And I swear to God, I'm not joking. This guy was like fucking 65 and like 10. Like it was ridiculous. And like everyone was hopping on. Like everyone.
Maybe
was
that's what
getting
we should
crazy.
start doing.
Well, we
Yeah,
Oh, we
won.
do
That's
something
it.
like that.
we
I
had
was
a guy
saying.
called the Master. Remember him?
Yeah,
Back
remember
in
the
fucking-
master? But the master, that's when I started realizing about the system.
Yeah.
Because the master kind of had the same picks as me.
Yeah.
I was like, man, but then the master would do bad.
The Master.
And I was like,
fucking
fuck, does it really
up and
work?
down.
But you
The
can't-
master was good though.
It was hard to realize, did it really work? Until you actually had time to do it for a whole season.
The
really.
Master was like a roller coaster. He'd be up like 90 grand. He'd be down 15 grand. He'd be
Yeah.
up 12 grand. He'd be down 40.
But that's
You
kinda-
can't
Yeah,
fucking follow
but I
him,
mean,
you know
like,
what I mean?
you're gonna ride or die with the system. You're gonna ride or die with the system. This isn't like some bullshit like Twitter account that's gonna give half the guys one team and half the guys the other team.
Yeah, that's
so
what
they're always
that's what
so
they
they're always
do.
gonna win. You can't lose that way.
I've actually been hearing about that.
Yeah, that happens. Like the big whale, and they go, "Oh, this guy bet Stone Cold Lock of the Week, the Jets."
and whale.
Yeah. So, and then he said to his other followers, like Stone Cold Lock of the Week, the Patriots.
That's
Yeah,
the
the opposite
so you
is
can't
what it
lose.
is.
You know, like so
Phil's-
you're gonna keep half your guys. No matter
Phil's
what.
system says Jets, and then Sheamus' system says Patriots.
Yeah, exactly.
We're playing each other.
Yeah, you guys can
system-
argue
the
about
system
it. You know?
wins.
One of us
Yeah.
wins.
Yes.
Yeah, we'll never do that to you.
No,
We'll
no,
never
we
do that
can't
to you.
do
You
that.
know?
Even we disagree.
Like that's like
we'll
a
still
cheap
not
way.
do that
Even
shit.
like so many famous dudes do that, which is like, you know, it's terrible. You know, obviously, it's not like we all have a crystal ball and see exactly who's going to win. But like, if you trust the system, it's based on like research and facts, and like you guys make good plays.
We've proven that the system works. I mean, we had this bad
Except
week.
with Vinny.
We've proven
That's the Vinny
Vinny
factor.
can- yeah,
actually this bad week even proves that the system is real
Yeah,
because we've said that this happens.
and it took 13 weeks to happen.
But it's not a coincidence. It was his week.
It's not a
No,
No,
coincidence.
I'm
You
saying
know,
that everything
didn't-
happens for a reason.
Everything happens for a
And the
reason.
second thing
Why
is
did
that
you even put that guy on the show?
No, we had to have a bad week.
we were desperate.
Can't win at all.
It's been too long without a bad
stars
week.
Can't win at all.
And number
Got
It's
shot.
funny that you guys were like 27-12, 27-12, and then the week he's on,
Come
you're
on, it's
12 and 27.
Yeah, it's like
That's kind of fun. Like, I
It is
think
funny.
you should play those numbers on the football. And
Oh, you should.
You know?
And the second thing before we move on is like I've never seen Phil. I think you agree with me as well. I've never seen 2 Vegas give back weeks in a row.
Me neither. Not in my life.
Never.
Not in my life.
We
So
already started pretty
Stone
well.
Cold.
Started
hopefully
off
this
Monday.
week is okay.
Thanksgiving
But-
special, rebound week.
Yeah.
Yes.
Big
For
rebound.
everybody.
We
Like
finally
that.
had a winning day yesterday, 3-2. We're back, so that's good. Our first bet won the Cavs. I was like, thank God. Like it was rough. I was like, rough. Man, it sucks. It sucks when you have a bad week. It makes you want to quit, and that's the best part about the Vegas Give Back week because it makes you want to quit so bad that you do quit the next week.
Yeah.
But people who don't quit are probably going to win a lot of money.
Man, you
like us.
said we went 12 weeks winning, and we had that bad week last week, and you're just like, you feel so gloomy.
Yeah.
Yeah, it feels so
You know what it
defeated.
is?
I'm like, what the fuck did I just forget for the last 12 weeks?
It shrinks your head.
Yeah, man.
It kind of helps you though.
It really
Yeah.
is.
It helps you realize that you're not a god. You're just
Yeah, but like if you
regular.
ever talk to like a real like degenerate gambler, like sometimes they tell you like they get a bigger rush out of a horrible loss.
Losing.
Like
losing,
like
no.
that Jet
Yeah.
Page game, like that return for punt at the end of the game, like
10 seconds.
like someone who had a big like that rush of losing
You know what's funny?
is even
Cass?
more powerful than the rush of winning. You
That
know?
you said that,
Yeah,
like
you know?
every time I have a bad week like that, it doesn't happen that often to me, but yeah, it happens, and we have talked about this many times that it's going to happen, and it did. When that happens to me, I feel like I start like telling my girlfriend I love her. Like I go to my parents. I'm like, oh, you guys are great. Like it's like your feelings come out, like emotion.
Yeah.
Like I never have emotion at all until a bad week gambling, and then I'm like, oh, I love you so much. I'm sorry.
But it's perfect timing because I just think you're so thankful because it's
Yeah.
Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
You really just get your fucking ass kicked.
So let's get into we'll do a little COVID stuff. Club Noli.
Club
Should we talk about Club Noli a little bit?
I'm not even trying to know what Club Noli
Club
is.
Noli.
I never heard of Club Noli.
Ooh.
So
Yo, if you weren't at Club Noli,
I wasn't.
you ain't official, man.
number.
Yeah, so with the whole thing with COVID, like when the bar started with it back up, like so in New York,
you're allowed to open till 10.
yeah, but
that was what it was.
First it was 8.
Yeah. No.
Yeah, it was.
Yo,
it
and then
was
you had to,
100%.
and then you had to order a snack
had to
because
order
you
a
know
snack, and
that's
like-
gonna stop the virus and all that.
Yeah,
So we don't have food, and so we made peanut butter and jelly sandwiches.
I remember that. That was awesome.
I had the
And-
tuna every day, man.
And tuna, we had the tuna.
Had tuna every day,
Hilarious,
man.
because we were trying, we've been closed down. We're on the balls of our ass, basically. We didn't know what else to do. We're just trying to find, they said, Doritos aren't a thing. Like chips wouldn't
Yeah,
be
so
good
you
enough.
went tuna
The
sandwich?
COVID rules, the Cuomo rules. So, and I remember giving, we wouldn't charge anything for the sandwiches. We just passed them out. So
Is
I
it
remember,
really done,
I passed Mickey a peanut butter sandwich. I'm like, yeah, just keep it in front of you.
It's the best peanut butter sandwich.
And he goes, oh, Cass, he goes, I hate peanut butter, man. I hate it. I'm like, yo, you don't gotta eat it. I'm like, just leave it there. I'm like, it's good. You don't gotta eat it. Just leave it in front of you in case someone walks in and breaks the balls. He goes, oh, no. So then, like, half hour later, he's strong. He's going, He's like, this is rotten. Oh, he's like, anything for you, Cass. And I'm like, you don't gotta eat it, bro. You don't gotta eat it.
He probably had a peanut allergy, bro.
I'm like, dude, just leave it alone. I'm like, you don't gotta eat this, Mickey. He goes, I'll do anything for you, Cass. I'm like, I fucking love you too, man. I'm like, but you don't have to do this.
That's great.
So then we're like, obviously we closed at 8 o'clock and we closed at 10 o'clock. Like, people still want to hang out.
Yeah, where do we go?
So Club No. No had the crazy. What I can't explain his apartment.
Can't explain it.
There's no basement of a building.
It was his house.
It's definitely not. No, it's the building.
No, it's a building.
It's definitely not legal apartment. He basically lived in like a ballroom, like he was fucking.
It was bigger. It was bigger than
It's
any.
humongous.
It was the biggest bar. It was the biggest bar in
It's bigger than Durty
McLean.
Nellies.
So we used to, after the bars closed, like I closed my bar. Cass closed his bar. We all went over
Club
to
No.
Club No. So
Hilarious.
Nolly's a big regular at Nelly's. He literally
Where's
drinks
Club
a bottle of Jameson
I
a
never heard
night
it.
in Nelly's.
Never heard
Right?
of it either.
He drinks a bottle of Jameson a night.
Well, he's off it now.
Wow.
He went off.
He's a
He
big
used to
Miller.
drink
He's
a
a big
bottle.
Miller
My
Light guy
man,
now.
A whole bottle.
So he went off
Bottle of Jameson.
on New Year's Day.
No joke.
New Year's Day,
I'm
he
serious.
went off the Jameson. He said, "Hey, that's it. I'm not drinking Jameson anymore." I said, "Okay." I said, "What do you got?" He said, "Just Miller Lights. Drinking Miller Lights. Drinking Miller Lights."
I'll never get drunk again.
And then, no. So now he's doing. So one day he was actually doing he's doing hot whiskeys, and as he's drinking hot whiskeys, which is basically Jameson and hot water,
Yeah.
and he's telling this guy, he's like, "Yeah, I haven't drank whiskey in since New Year's Day." This is
It's
like,
not. It's
I go, "What's up with that?" Like, oh no, these don't count.
it's not. Yeah, he used to drink it like this.
And now he drinks Jager bombs, which is hilarious.
Oh, okay. So Club Nolly, we all went there after bars. We would just buy a 12-pack at the deli across the street and go there during COVID and hang out. You don't give a shit about the COVID.
No,
A real,
Who the fuck?
a real sausage fest or a couple of tastes?
No. Well, it was
not.
everyone.
At first, it was just the boys, and then
It was the whole neighborhood, really.
the whole neighborhood wanted to hang out.
Nolly would literally.
At one point, it was kind of out of control.
Nolly would literally come out. He used to come out like at 3 p.m. to come to the bar and start drinking and go home at like 9 p.m.
Yeah,
When Club Nolly started, Nolly would come out at 8 p.m.
because he had a house.
dressed up real fancy.
Yep, and the whole club no.
And he'd be ready to start hosting at Club Nolly.
There was nothing like Club Nolly. Club Nolly saved
It saved COVID.
It saved COVID for our neighborhood.
It
It
really
was
did.
so
It
fun.
literally did, man.
It was a good
Everybody
time.
was hiding
Yeah,
It was like
around. Nobody was
Prohibition.
hanging out.
It was like Prohibition where you
Oh.
had like a speakeasy. And it was
yeah,
Club
like
Nolly's
the
bar.
Simpsons when I had that. He goes, "What kind of pet shop is filled with rent books or yahoos?"
Yes.
Is it the best pet shop in town?
Yeah,
Club Nolly.
Club Nolly. Club
That's what it
Nolly.
was like.
So yeah, we had that during
I was like,
COVID.
yeah.
That was awesome. And then I really want to talk about this. I want to talk about Ivan.
Ivan, Jesus.
I have to. We have to talk about it.
He
Why?
loves Ivan.
It's so great. Why? Why? So Ivan. His name is Ivan.
Ivan.
And then he changed it to Ivan.
Where's he
It's like
from?
months of working there at Thomas.
Where's he from?
The best bar back
I know,
of
man, but-
Nelly's.
I think it was like half Albanian.
No.
Was he something like Yugoslavian?
No. He was like
American.
fluent in Spanish. He's fluent like.
Was he Spanish?
Probably Colombian.
I don't know.
Whatever he
all
was.
of a sudden, all I know is Ivan is lying at a beach in Miami right now, where we're still slaving away like idiots.
It's true. So Ivan
It was just hilarious.
Ivan was a bar back at Nelly's. So he'd make $60 a shift.
He
right?
would. So he
That
started.
small
he
fucking money I
worked-
make now.
I have a bunch of stories about Ivan.
He worked. So he worked in the bodega next to Nelly's. But like, so
God.
they had this guy, and he said to me, "Hey, you looking for anyone? This guy needs extra." I said, "Yeah, no problem." So like, he basically like, we're just paying him like to sweep the floor and stuff. Like
The best
sometimes
part about
I
it-
felt we all felt bad, and like guys would like do like a whip around. So $5 each, $6 each, and we give them, and then that was it. Like he'd leave at like $60, $70, and he was only there for a couple hours.
No, but then you took him out too.
Then his role became increased.
Moved up.
When you were there, he loved working with you. Like
He loved working with me so
then all of a
much.
sudden he's there every day. Then all of a sudden I'm like, I'm paying this guy every day, and it's
For no
three
reason.
people in the bar. I'm like,
For no
why the
reason.
fuck am I paying this guy? It got out of control.
The best
But-
part about him sweeping though, Cass,
my God.
is that there would be like a big pile of dirt to sweep up, and he'd sweep all around it,
Yeah.
not sweep the
He
dirt.
would sweep
He'd
next
like
to it.
leave
He
himself.
sucks.
He'd leave himself work for later.
He's the worst.
Like on purpose. Like he'd miss the big piece of paper to get into the thing.
He's very union.
He's like,
That is very union.
Yeah.
so we're gonna Phil tonight? Phil?
Yeah.
Me and Phil?
That's exactly how I talk.
Me and Phil? So works good.
It's gonna be good night.
I'll do my job. I'll do my job tonight. I'm like, no, you're not. You're only supposed to come here Friday, Saturday, but it's Thursday, and Phil, I work with Phil. So he basically was like dictating what he worked for me.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay.
He's like, done on Thursday, Phil, done on Thursday. So I think he faked that he was retarded. I think he did. He was much smarter than what he.
Well, yeah, he played Jedi mind trick on me big time. But he was a good guy. He was slow.
I liked him.
So one day it was Ivan's birthday, and I went to Carvel, bought a cake. I bought the trick candles, so they, you blow them out and they come back, right? So did you tell me to do that?
No, I did
Someone
not.
made me go
I did
and
not
get
sanction any of this.
Someone made me go get them. The bar is packed, and I'm holding this cake open with the lit candles like this, and Ivan's right in front of me, and everyone else surrounding him, singing "Happy Birthday" to him. And then as
There's Superman on the cake.
Yeah, he blows out the candles. He blows them out, and they start coming back, and all you can hear is everyone in the bar, oh, when they come back on. And Ivan's like, oh, what happened? What happened? And he blows them out again. And they come back, He's like, I can't believe it. I don't know why they won't go out. I just don't know why.
It was good.
And it would happen like 20 times in a row, and it would be the same thing over and over again. And he'd still blow them out. It was so funny. I was like, I couldn't hold the cake. I'm laughing so hard. I was like dropping the cake.
Even on my birthday, they got the cake and had Ivan bring me the cake. I seen the video the other day. And Dalton went to Carvel and got the cake. He says, "Happy birthday, love, Albert Ivan Einstein."
That was that?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
I was like, oh my God. I was like, wow.
I missed that. There's another thing about Ivan. One time, I had to drive Ivan home after work on a Thursday night, and it was just me and him in the bar. And I pull up, and at the time, I had a Mercedes. So I pull up in the Mercedes,
Humble brag.
pick him up. He goes, "Oh my God, Phil, you got a Mercedes Benz? Oh my God, let's go to the city right now. We'll pick up chicks. But you would drive slow. Pick up chicks." I'm like, "Ivan, that's not how it works." He's like, "Yeah, it works like that. I seen it in the rap videos." I'm like, "It doesn't work like that. They don't just automatically come in your car when you drive slow with a Mercedes." He literally thought that's how it worked.
If he was driving, maybe. I don't know.
But the main story with Ivan is about Hase.
The birds.
So, Hase, I used to work at Nellies on Thursday night. We used to call it Thunder Thursday.
Thunder
Thursday.
Favorite night
Thunderbolt.
And Yvonne would be the bar back. And it would literally just be Hase, our boy Connell, and me drinking. And
I met a
best night ever.
well, at like 6 p.m. it would be that.
Yeah.
So we'd be like looking at Ivan and like talking about him a little bit, like sometimes, and he'd like every time we'd say the word Ivan, he'd turn and look at us, and we'd be like, "Oh man, he caught us."
He literally he just knew.
Yeah.
That expression where, oh, your ears start burning when someone's talking about you.
Yeah.
He's the definition of it.
So the second we talk about Ivan, he'd look at, and we're like, "Oh shit, talk about something else." So I use this to my advantage to make a funny joke with Hase. So one time, I go to Ivan and I go, "Yo, Ivan, Hase has been talking mad shit behind your back. Mad
no
shit."
reason.
Ivan
No
goes,
reason.
Hase, he's such a nice guy. Hase, really? I was like, "Yeah, Hase, man." He's like, "I can't believe it, Hase. I cannot believe it." So he left. I'm like, "Oh my God, this is great." So
Bro, he's about to go shoot me.
I told Hase, I go, "Yo, Hase, I told Ivan that you were talking mad shit behind his back. So next time he comes, it's probably gonna be funny." So literally the next week, the next Thursday, Hase, me, and Connell are in the bar, and Ivan comes in. Ivan must have been thinking about this the entire week straight.
Fuming.
Never stopped thinking about Hase talking shit behind his back.
Had to get it out. And he let it out.
He literally comes to Hase the second he walks in. And I just want you to remember, Hase is a fighter. He
Not.
Big fighter.
the scooter story.
No,
he's done many other things like that. He's a hard dude.
No,
so
Pacquiao Jr.
Hase.
No.
Ivan walks right into the bar, goes right up to Hase immediately, and goes, "Hase, I heard you been talking mad shit behind my back, bro."
Straight G check.
Just like that. I heard
Check
you
me
been talking
real
mad shit
hard,
behind
bro.
my back. Hase goes, Hase knew I told him that. So Hase goes, "Who told you that? Ivan, who said that?" Ivan looked, it's literally just me and Hase. Ivan goes, Hase goes, who said that? Who's talking shit? Who said they're talking shit? Hey, Ivan goes, he looks at me, he looks at Hase, he looks at me, he goes,
Yeah.
the birds.
The bird. No, it's not even just the birds. The birds. He fucking flapped
"The
away.
birds."
He flapped away like a bird. The birds.
He wouldn't
And
rat me out.
Oh my God.
He wouldn't rat me out that I told him
That's
that,
a great
that
gag.
Hase.
That's funny as fuck.
Awesome.
Terrible. Terrible. And he
I
never
know-
admitted it till this day.
There's another great Yvonne story. So Yvonne, I'm working Thursday again, and Dermot's the partner with Casa de Nellies. Literally, Yvonne walks in the bar. He walks in. Dermot goes, "Here's $60. Go home." He's like, "But I came to work." He's like, "You did your job. Go home."
The best ever was when it was like March, April. He came up to me and he goes, "Hey, boss, get my W2." And I said, "What?" I said, "What the fuck do you mean W2?" He's like, "My W2, you know, my work is my job." And I'm like, "We just give you money because we feel bad for you. Like, you don't work here. You sweep the floor, we feel bad for you." So everyone like throws in a couple bucks. And I'm like, "What have you been telling people?" And he's like, "Well, I tell my guy." I'm like, "What do you mean your guy?"
Sounds salary, dog.
I didn't realize he was getting like disability because obviously he had disabilities. And then I'm like, "Oh my God," everything's like spinning in my head. Next thing I know, I'm in court in White Plains.
Get the fuck out of here, really?
Yeah, I had to pay.
Yvonne took him to court.
Huge fine, yeah.
Took him to court.
No, he didn't take me to court. But like the state took me to court because they said like I was
He
like
works
paying
here.
dues cash off the books. I'm like, no. I'm like, we were trying to do something nice for a kid that needed help.
You had to
I'm like,
pay?
are you kidding me? Like,
You had to pay for this?
yeah.
Wow.
I had to pay fucking like a $17 fine. I was like, are you fucking kidding me?
Because of Yvonne, you're helping this guy out.
Yeah.
Give him
And so then when he
$60
came
a night.
back, and I told Dermot, doing fucking crazy, and Dermot's like,
He must
that
have been
motherfucker
pissed.
never comes back in here ever again. And I'm like, and then what does he do? Well, he goes, "Oh, I moved to Miami. I live on the beach." What?
With your $1,700.
Yeah.
Was that money go to him or the city or something?
No. It was the state. Like,
State.
It's probably
they're
taxes.
trying to say that like I had people working off the books. I'm like, no. I'm like, we just felt bad for him. So guys would chip in. We just gave him money. Like, I'm like, we thought we were being nice guys. And they're like, no. I'm like,
said
he
that.
swept the floor. Like, he didn't do anything. It was like a big joke.
And
you
he wasted all the ice.
And he wasted all the
Wasted all the
fucking
ice.
But like, it was unreal. And now I'm sure he's living the life of fucking Larry, living on fucking Miami.
Did you love Larry?
Larry's expression. You know that
Is
one.
he a big
Yeah,
Larry
that's
guy?
Larry's-
Yes, yeah, it's probably
Life of
Larry.
Riley.
Definitely a
Sorry.
Larry guy.
Sorry, Larry's
The life of Riley.
There was also this one time when so Ivan changed his name to Yvonne for some reason, and he would get mad at you if you called him Ivan. Remember? He's like, "No, it's Yvonne. It's not Ivan. It's Yvonne." Okay. So there's this one really funny story. Seamus was there, and
I remember.
yes. So this is one of the funniest things ever. So there's these two girls in the bar, and one of my boys, I'm not going to mention his name, and Seamus talking to this girl.
Ed Sheamus.
Right?
Yeah.
So these two, they're not very good looking girls, right? But one of the girls was actually talking to Ivan. She kind of liked him.
Ivan.
But then my other friend,
Yeah, thank you, Spawn.
yeah. But then my other friend kind of stole her from him, like a real scumbag move to Ivan. Like Ivan finally had a chick, right? So
I
yes.
think I might know.
Yes,
my favorite person ever.
Yes,
I think.
yes,
Oh
yes.
man.
It
So
wasn't Seamus? Seamus didn't do this?
No,
That's a Seamus move.
Nah,
Seamus was a different
not
guy.
Sheamus.
So
that wasn't the guy I am now.
when Seamus goes, so what happens is the girl gets stolen from Ivan. So Ivan gets really pissed. So he starts like looking for things to do, to like he's like trying to save himself. So he sees Seamus talking to this girl, and he's like talking to the girl. He's like, "What are you gonna do?" He's like, Seamus goes, "I'm gonna go home with her," and he goes, "What are you gonna do with him? Sit on the couch?" Elon said, "Remember that?"
Yeah.
And then so after that, I remember he's talking to. So the friend's name was Kevin. So he's the one who stole the girl from Ivan. His name is Kevin, right? So I remember literally, I'm sitting behind the bar just working. I was looking at the register, and I remember Davey was there. Davey's playing on the jukebox in the he's playing on the fucking doggy machine in the corner,
Barking dogs.
and you were just sitting there at the bar, right? So Kevin is sitting there. This is when Ivan changed his name to Yvonne. So Ivan goes. No, what happened was Kevin goes to him. What's your name? What's your name? Ivan? He goes, no, it's Yvonne. What's your name? And he goes, Kevon. Right on top of his head. He goes, Kevon. And I could not stop laughing when he said that, man. It was the biggest laugh I might have ever had. I was falling. I remember Davey falling in the corner who just couldn't stop laughing when he said Kevon, man. And Yvonne was like, Kevon? What kind of name is that? That's not a name. It's Kevin, if anything. Oh, man.
He was in fucking rare form.
Dying.
Because he came over he was trying
to get those girls away.
So he was trying to do to me what Kevin done to
Yes.
him, and I'm just sitting there like sitting back laughing, just like watching this go
What
down.
are you gonna do? Sit on the couch?
And the girl was
Wait,
like,
who said that to? Who said that
Yvonne
to?
said that to the girl who was with me.
Yeah.
It was fucking mad funny. And she's like,
Yo,
"What the
Yvonne's a
fuck is this
fucking
guy?"
man,
Oh,
bro.
It was mad funny, yeah. He was great.
Who the fuck are you?
That's about it for the Yvonne stories. I wish we had a picture of him. We do have one.
No.
We do the black and white one. It's on my Instagram.
Oh my god, yeah.
I'll give it to Angela.
Alright.
Yeah. No more Yvonne stories.
It's
That's
actually
it.
I don't know
Yvonne?
what people are gonna do with this.
Should I just show no more Yvonne stories?
You got any more stories?
I think we should get the food out. I'm starving.
Yeah, right? We got some things. It's fucking Thanksgiving.
Nah, we gotta get the
Yeah.
Thanksgiving dins out.
Me,
Can we do
It's
Thanksgiving?
Friendsgiving.
We'll
We
do
worked
the
very hard
Thanksgiving
on this
fix
food.
with the
With the
Thanksgiving
Thanksgiving
dins.
Who
Yeah.
who cooked this food?
We did.
This food coming?
Three of us last night.
Phil,
Look,
The three of you.
Yes.
look, you're in this.
Sure, it's very good.
we're up all night.
Up all
Oh
night
my
cooking this
God.
food.
Turkey special.
All right, so me, Seamus, and Sparno were up all night making turkey. We made some, corn, some sauteed spinach with, what was that, cream spinach?
Give me spinach.
Mashed potatoes, some broccoli.
sauteed
And my mom, Mrs. Gasparino, made her famous stuffed mushrooms and
Sweet potatoes.
sweet potatoes. It's like a dessert kind of sweet potato with like syrup and cinnamon and
Very
sugar.
sweet.
It's really nice. And that's that,
All right.
food-wise.
Tuck in his.
And happy
Thanksgiving.
Thanksgiving.
Happy system.
We
happy
give thanks to the
Thanksgiving.
system. We give thanks to each other. And we're back.
Full as fuck.
Let's go, champ.
Thanksgiving special.
That was
was
very
so
good.
nice.
That's great food.
Thanks to
Yeah, the
Phil's
food was
mom,
very good.
To
It
Sparno,
was like the best food I've ever had in my life.
me,
Yep.
to Phil. All right, so like we're full up. All we got to do now is give the boys their picks. Last week, actually, I actually don't even know what Vinny's record is. I don't give a flan fuck.
Vinny.
Probably 1-4, to be honest.
Yeah. I think it
We
was,
had
actually.
such a crazy week. We couldn't even do these things.
Yeah, it'll be in the
Figure
chalk-
out Vinny's fucking picks.
It'll be in the
Vinny's the
chalkboard.
best gambler of all time.
Vinny probably went 4-0.
No, well, one of the games got cancelled, so you'll already fucked up.
So 3-0.
Yeah, maybe. We'll find it out next week. But anyway, since we got Cassidy and Big Hase over there, Hase, we'll give you 2 picks each, all right? So, Cassidy, I'll go to you first. You're a fellow Irishman like myself, so we're going to go college on Saturday. Is Notre Dame the number 18 ranked? Notre Dame are playing number 7 ranked. My boys, USC. The Trojans and the USC Trojans are -5. So, do you think the Notre Dame Fighting Irish are going to cover that 5
No,
spread?
I'm the only Irishman person in the world that hates Notre Dame, so I'm going to go USC
And I'm the only Irish person who hates Notre Dame.
-5. Lock it down.
I hate Notre Dame too.
Let's get one.
They're
Notre Dame
Sorry,
sucks.
USC
Fuck,
going
fuck
into
Rudy.
number 4. All right, Hase.
Rudy's good, but that's it.
Rudy
Hase, for your
sucks.
college
That's
team, I had to
kinda
go
suck,
all the way west. Hawaii is pretty close to China, where you're from, I think.
Yes, I'll take Hawaii. I'll take Hawaii.
Hawaii plus 14 points. Thank you very much.
Against who?
It's San Jose State.
Does it
The
matter?
late game special?
It's like fucking
The
big.
bailout
Yeah,
game,
1 o'clock,
late game,
yes.
10 o'clock game special?
Which we all
Midnight.
know we never went on.
No,
but-
Those
never
Dapper
went
Bats.
over the time.
And then back to Cassidy. He's one of the biggest Jets fans I know. So for NFL Sunday, the Bears are at the New York Jets. And the Jets are actually surprising to me, 4.5 point favorites to the Bears.
Really?
Yeah.
That system.
Yeah, so
That's so system.
as a Jet fan, I know never to take the Jets.
So,
Ever.
wow. I'm actually taking...
I think the team might be split now, unless
Zach Wilson's
unless something
over.
happens in the next couple of days where Zach's not playing. He
What happened with
he
that?
didn't take accountability for playing some. I mean, like
That guy's
it's not-
too busy banging milfs all
It,
day,
it was
man.
3-3 with a minute and a half to go.
You
So
blame
obviously Mac Jones wasn't playing good. Zach wasn't playing good, but Zach said all the wrong things after the game. Patriots won on a miracle, typical Jet loss where punt return in the last seconds to screw them over. I've been dealing with this 43 years of my life. But now I think the locker room's a bit divided. I'm very worried, and I don't think he's the guy anymore.
I don't think he was the guy.
Free, you know what? I agree with you. Free Mike White. See what happens.
What about Flacco,
They're
bro?
not- he's not. He's been inactive the last couple weeks.
Mike
They know what
White's-
Flacco
Mike
is.
White.
You don't know what Mike White is. You don't
You
know.
do
which-
know who Mike White is. He
You
had one
don't.
good game.
White fucking won the Bengals
Yeah, but then he
last
played
year.
one other game, and he had to play against the Bills' best defense. And the other game he played against the Colts, he played good, and then he got hurt. You know, like, so you don't know what he is.
Mike White had a secret reason.
Chris Strebler is a
Secret reason.
We know that.
Canadian Cup champion.
That's it.
Grey Cup champion, as it's called. I wouldn't care if they roll with Strebler. Just like, listen, when you're 2-7, your job as a coach is to develop a young quarterback. They were 6-3. Now your job is to win that game and come in first place. Zach should have been benched. I mean, not that Mac Jones played any better, but
Zach sucks.
Zach sucks. I'm done. Go bang your moms. Go bang your. That's it. I'm done.
Wow.
You're done with Zach Wilson.
I'm done. I'm
I'll
out.
be done with him
Already?
for a while.
I'm out.
Typical Jets fan.
You're telling me, look, I could have
Nah.
been done with Danny Dimes 4 years ago, too.
They're both.
Yes,
I
and the
wasn't-
Giants
Yeah,
are
bro,
done with
we
Danny
were
Dimes
always-
after this year. He sucks too.
No,
Let him
stop
go.
it, bro.
Come on.
Stop
They're the
it.
worst 8-3 team in the league.
Oh
Both
my
are not
god.
good.
Come on.
They're the
They
only
don't.
8-3 team in the league.
No.
7-3. I agree.
7-3. 7-3.
I agree
What
with that
about-
there. But and you know what? Unfortunately, Cassie, I think actually Jets are system this week because it came out that they averaged 3.3 inches a play.
2.7 actually.
There's 2.7, even worse.
Who the Jets
2.7
playing this
inches
week?
A play. That
The
was
size of our
That was
penis.
their yardage.
Yeah.
Yeah, all our penises
That's a good,
together.
no, you're Italian.
times by
but
two.
That's a good Irish cock length.
Yeah, that's-
2.7 inches. You know?
2.5, 7 yards isn't that bad.
Too big
That's,
if you
that's
ask
like
me.
nothing.
No,
Oh, it's not
inches.
Inches. Yeah.
And finally, he says,
I think there might be a great system bet because everyone's going to bet against them.
That's
So there
exactly-
might be the main system bet.
I
And,
think it-
you know,
I-
from your lips to God's ears, let's hope.
I think I do.
You know?
All right, he is
What's
finally.
Hase's pick?
Hayes, when you're done doing your Vinny impression, not paying attention. You've got the New York Giants. You're a big Giants fan.
Oh, there you
They're
go.
tomorrow, Thursday. when
Let's
the
go,
next one
G-Men
starts.
for life.
Giants plus 8 points. They cover the spread.
No, I'm not. I don't bet. I don't bet on my team, unfortunately.
Okay.
So you
So
did
you're
they
gonna
get your team?
Cowboys?
So you want to take?
No, I'm not
Cowboys?
gonna take the Cowboys, man. I'm gonna take.
So
I'm gonna take Chicago.
You can't take Chicago.
Why not?
You gotta take Giants or Cowboys.
What?
That's the pick.
Let's go take the Bears.
No, the
Give them the Bears.
The Bears.
we'll do-
Oh, you
the
give.
Bears.
Oh, wait.
Bears.
So you're giving me the
You're
game,
asking
and then
me.
you're asking me what I think.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So say it again. I'm sorry. I'm a little drunk. I'm off the Jameson, man.
This bottle's
Let's go.
finished. Big time.
Giants
I'm a
are
lightweight.
plus 8 against the
bottle.
Cowboys.
Giants to Cowboys.
Thanks,
Let's
kids.
go, Giants.
All right, there we
Let's
go.
go, G-Men. Big Blue for life.
He's
Let's
back.
go.
G-Men.
He's a big homer. All right, so we'll lock those picks in. We'll see how they do next week. Definitely sure you're going to beat Vinny, that's for sure. But lads, it was great having you on. Thanks
Thank you guys.
Thanks for coming,
for
guys.
I hope you enjoyed the meal.
Thank you for the
Yeah.
amazing
Episode
Thanksgiving,
14.
They are.
dinner.
The food was very
Good
good.
Irish
It's the best food I've ever had in my life.
Sparno, I know you took a lot of time. I know it's delicious.
He did.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Cornbread. Delicious.
System.
Yeah. Mama Gasparino's sweet.
Yeah, forget about it.
Very nice.
Best. All right, we're still gluing from last week, as you can tell.
Yes.
We just had the two lads, Cass and Hase, on the show. They were great. Thank you so much.
Good food, good people, good
The food was awesome. Sparno made most of it.
Yes.
That's for sure.
Very good.
Sparno and my mom, they were teaming up in the kitchen out there.
The Gasparino
They're
household.
very close. I felt awkward.
So, second favorite part of the show. Here we go.
All right, I got the Jags +4 versus the Ravens. The Ravens is struggling against the Panthers. They barely won that game. Lamar Jackson's running like an idiot. They're not that good. Jacksonville is 3-7, but they're much better than their record shows. I'm taking Jacksonville +4 in that game.
All right.
So that's that one. And then college, I got CMU -2 versus Eastern Michigan. CMU is 4-7 versus Eastern Michigan is 7-4. Again, I kind of feel special on this one.
It is.
They're -2 and they're 4-7 versus 7-4 team.
Makes no sense.
Makes no sense why they were -2, but I'm taking CMU that game, and that's it.
Sparno is also going to take the Raiders.
The Raiders, okay.
Yes, the Raiders.
And why are you taking them?
I don't know. Is their system? That's why.
The system, that's it?
That's pretty much why. Seahawks, they're on the road.
What's the line?
What's the line of this game? +4. Definitely Raiders in that one.
You're taking the Raiders.
That's it. Raiders +4.
All right, I'll go on to me then.
System.
Yeah, that's system.
That is very system.
I don't like the way you fucking you go from Sunday to Friday to fucking Sunday.
I'm over the place.
Yeah, you got to go in
Yeah,
in
just
order.
get-
No
yeah.
order.
So I'll go for my first
We
game.
can't figure this guy out.
My first game also is on a Friday. There's a lot of games actually on Friday because it's Black Friday after the
Yeah. Holiday shopping?
Yes, a lot of holiday shopping, a lot of holiday games. So I went for Arkansas playing Missouri. Arkansas are -3. So last week I went for Arkansas. This week I'm going for Missouri +3. Missouri are 5-6. Arkansas are 6-5. Arkansas just came off defeating the 14th ranked Ole Miss last week. Missouri, they suck. There's a super secret reason. That's all.
Big.
All I can say about that. So that's Friday, 1-0. Into Saturday, it's 3:30 game is Minnesota playing Wisconsin. Wisconsin are -3. Both teams, actually, Wisconsin are a game less than Minnesota. Minnesota's 7-5, and Wisconsin are 6-4. Just to me, it just doesn't make no sense. Super secret reason. Bing bang boom. 2-0, and then finally, the final game is on NFL Sunday. It's Bucks against the Browns. The Bucks are -3.5 points. I'm going for the Browns plus 3.5.
I like that one.
Yeah,
That's good.
That's a great one.
Deshaun's sniffing around. He might be
Wait,
back.
is he playing?
You're
I
sniffing
think
around?
he's sniffing around.
If he's playing, I don't like it.
Inside information, I went for a tug earlier this week. A little Chinese girl told me she hadn't seen Deshaun all week. That's not like him, she said. So he's concentrating on this game. Tom Brady's been acting like a fucking mug all week. He's been partying.
Wait, is Deshaun really playing?
I think he is, yeah. He's back. His suspension's over. Fucking Brissett.
They're not going to keep Brissett. He's
No,
awesome.
he stinks. They
Ah,
fucking
he's
lost
been good.
last week. Nice. Come on, man. They paid Deshaun. He's a fucking has-paid quarterback in the league. Can't throw that much money at someone. I'm telling you. Like I said,
Deshaun playing is a secret reason to bet against.
Chinese girl told me Deshaun Watson was
Yeah,
playing.
I believe the Chinese girl.
So take the Browns plus 3.5. I'm back in the 3-0 train. No Vegas givebacks 2 weeks in a row.
It never happens.
Never happened.
Never fucking happens.
Not in my life.
Nope.
Tell you that much. Here we go. Mr. 1 and 2, folks. I got Washington State versus Washington. Big rivalry game.
Rivalry
State of
weekend.
Washington. It's in the Northwest. No one gives a fuck about this place.
I don't.
There's a lot of pine trees. It's a beautiful spot, but that's about it.
You been there?
I have been there. So Washington State 7-4. Washington University is 9-2. Washington State is only +2 on the road. So they're begging you to take Washington at home. I mean, -2. What is that? It's a Phil special. Plus, there's a secret reason. What more you want? 1-0.
That's it.
1-0. Oregon State, folks. Oregon State +3 against Oregon. Same exact situation of the last game I just mentioned. It's in Oregon. Oregon's 9-2. Oregon State +3. They're 8-3. It's a Phil special. Oregon's ranked something better than them. That's for sure. Why don't I have it
Is
written
there a
down?
secret reason?
I think they're 12.
Damn, I thought I had the rank down.
Come on, bro. I think Oregon's 12. I can give it to you.
Oregon State's probably unranked, or maybe 22. Whatever.
Oregon's 12. Like I said, Oregon State's 23.
23. So, all right. Obvious secret reason. Obvious Phil special. +3, Oregon State. Take it to the bank. 2-0.
System.
All right. Last game, Commanders versus Falcons. Commanders are home. They're 6-5. Falcons are 5-6. Falcons are +4. I'm taking the Falcons. Okay.
Nice.
The Commanders are dominant. They beat the Eagles and they just crushed the gloomy Texans.
So gloomy.
We have the Texas system killers. They're done.
Like Vinny.
We're done with them. We're done with Vinny. We're done with the Texans. We're done with who else are we done with? We're done with
Carolina.
We're done with Coastal Carolina.
Baker Mayfield.
We're done with Baker Mayfield. We're done
Mike Sparno.
with
No,
Carson
it's not Mike
Wentz.
Sparno,
Sparno's on the edge.
He's about to be up there.
He's on the edge. Or you push over the edge very soon.
You have 3 picks and you
We'll
only have
see.
2.
Okay. Falcons +4 takes the bank. 3-0. I'm back.
He's off the 1 and 2 train.
That's it. Thanksgiving special. Hase and Cass are bringing us back from Vinny's gloom, taking us out of the coffin, putting us up into heaven.
The
all right?
9-0 show.
And one more thing, folks. Our favorite part of the show.
Yep. Big Haas's favorite part of the show.
Big Haas. He loves it.
It's definitely Angelo's favorite part
It
of the
is.
show. We know that.
And I'm going to act like a turkey, I guess, will be the thing.
How do you do that?
No.
Time for Fade the Sparno. Everyone fade the Sparno. Hey, look, there's Mike Sparno. Give us some list today. Hey.
All right. Well, last week I went 2-0, which means you guys went 0-2.
That's debatable.
It's not debatable.
You
It's
can't count the Bills game. It was moved
Why
from
not?
fucking
under?
snow-filled stadium to a dome.
It doesn't matter.
What, you had the 49?
Had the Bills under.
He had the Bills under at
And the
42. It
Pats
moved
under.
to a dome and it went up to 49.
And he's saying he's taking the 49?
Yeah,
Nah,
even though it hit 48.
Even if, all right, whatever. One under.
Sparno.
Come on, man. It's transparency.
Stop it.
All right, so 1-1 if you want to say. Fine. Anyway, going
No,
through.
that should just not count.
Fine,
I want to know
so
about
1-0.
Just want to know.
Congratulations.
Fine. This week I'm going 3-0. So you guys want to fade me? Good luck. I have Nebraska versus Iowa under 38.5. Both these teams suck. All right, they're horrible.
Really?
They have very good defense. Nebraska scored.
They're horrible, but they have very good defense.
They're horrible. They got good defense. Bad offense. All right.
Oh, they're horrible offense.
Horrible offense. Nebraska scored under 20 points the last 5 games. All right. This game's going to be way under. It might not even break 30.
What is it at? What's it?
38.5. Going under. All right. Arizona State versus Arizona. This is the complete opposite. Over 65. They score nonstop. They play no defense. They give up 1 million points.
Bad defense, good offense.
Yes. Opposite.
The Sparno system?
Sparno system there. And the last in Broncos versus Panthers. Under 36. Both teams suck. Baker Mayfield is a horrible guy.
He's back?
He's back.
He's back.
He sucks.
They must really have bad offense with 36 point over under.
Yes.
He scored 3 points last week
Yeah.
against the fucking Ravens.
Yeah. Horrible.
That's a lot of points
I know.
for him.
Yeah. So under in that game.
He system
Thank you
killers
very much.
again. That's scumbag.
He really killed. Yeah. You can't get it. Even when
No
you
matter
go against
what.
him, he's still a system killer.
Yep.
I didn't even realize that.
That's what it is. See, folks, sometimes system killers, you can't go with or against them.
Yeah.
That's just the way it is.
Stay away.
Yeah.
Super. And I guess that's our Thanksgiving special.
Thanksgiving
Yep.
special. Everyone have a nice Thanksgiving.
Yep.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Wish thanks to everyone. Remember to watch us on SoundCloud, Spotify,
YouTube.
Apple Podcasts. YouTube's our favorite.
You can donate some money.
Oh, yeah.
Spano,
Why?
Please, for dying.
after last week.
Oh, of course.
we need it.
You're probably itching that to donate after last weekend.
Wouldn't you love to donate after that
Yeah.
nice week you had last week?
You already donated enough money to the bookies. Maybe I'll give us some too. Yeah.
Happy holidays.
Happy holidays, folks.
We'll see you next week. System.